Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, and in this video we're going to be previewing day one of the December meeting at Cheltenham. If you're not used to my YouTube channel and you haven't seen too many of my videos, this is something I normally do whenever the horse racing goes to Cheltenham. Cheltenham is my favourite track to watch racing, and I just like making these videos previewing all the races because I always normally want to have a bet when the racing's on at Cheltenham. So I'll be giving you a selection for all the races at Cheltenham tomorrow and also as well on Saturday. And the Saturday predictions, they'll be uploaded sometime tomorrow night, so don't miss that video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So without further ado, we'll get straight into the action for tomorrow's horse racing action at Cheltenham, and the first race kicks off tomorrow at 12:10. Now I like a horse here called I K Brunel, an 8-to-1 shot with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Ollie Murphy, and Adrian Heskin is booked for the ride tomorrow. He's the retained rider of the owners here, which is the McNeil family. Now this horse I think could be a really good horse for connections, as it won really well at Carlisle on its bumper debut last time out in really good style, showed really game attitude. You might remember we actually did put that one up. I think it's got a good chance in this race tomorrow, and it's interesting as well that they've targeted this race for its first appearance in public over the obstacles, so I think it could go really well tomorrow. Also as well, it's going to be receiving weight from some of its rivals, such as the likes of the Colin Tizard horse, which is penalised for its win last time at Cheltenham, so that's going to serve it in good stead. And I just think this horse might just have a bit of class about it, and I think can go really well tomorrow because it's got a good winning attitude in my opinion on what we saw on it on its debut. We then go to the 12:45, and I like a horse here called Ibis De Rheu, 9-to-2 bookmakers at the moment. Now I could have gone for anything in this 4-runner race tomorrow. They've all got strong claims. The one that probably interests me the most is Gunfleet, but I'm probably going to steer clear of him here because I just think Ibis De Rheu could be going to good places this season. Paul Nicholls, who trains this horse, said last year that this horse's targets and preparations completely went out the window, but they know what they're doing with it this year and they're really confident of a good season for it. Harry Cobden is booked for the ride. Now this horse won well last time at Cheltenham, beating some useful horses, giving away plenty of weight. He likes Cheltenham as well, this horse. You might remember he is a previous Cheltenham Festival winner, so that's a good positive there. And horses that tend to do well at Cheltenham will always continue to do well at Cheltenham. So even though he is taking on the World's End again, who did make mistakes last time out, and also as well Little Rockefeller, who is officially better on ratings, but I can never be too confident on Little Rockefeller. I just thought at the prices Ibis De Rheu was probably the most likely winner and had the better value out of all of them, so that's going to be my selection there. We then go to the 120, where I think there's quite a few in here at a price that could go really well tomorrow, but the one that caught my eye was Shakalar, and I'm going to recommend an each way selection here. 22-to-1 bookmakers at the moment. Finished third in a good race at Bangor last time, where the form has been franked with Nigel Twiston-Davis runner Ballyhill, who finished second in the race, going on to win at Aintree at the weekend, so the form stacks up well there. Trained by Venetia Williams, who normally starts getting her horses going at this time of year. Her horses have been amongst the winners of late, so not too bad there. Hugh Nugent as well, her conditional jockey, claim 7 here tomorrow, so that's going to help with an extra £7 off his back. And I just thought tomorrow, with some good form in the book recently, especially the run at Bangor, only 5 years old, 22-to-1, there could be a lot to like about this horse, and I think he could go really close. There's a few in here that don't have as strong form claims as Shakalar, in my opinion, and I think he could go well under the radar tomorrow and could go close, so that's going to be my selection there. We then go to the 155 for the mares race, and probably my strongest fancy of the day tomorrow, and that's Midnight Target, 13-to-2 bookmakers at the moment, trained by John Crewcott, who's got a small stable but they're in good form. They've had 2 winners out of their last 8 runners in the last fortnight, so going well there. Lee Edwards always rides this horse, and he's booked tomorrow. Now this horse, his most eye-catching piece of form was when it won a listed race here at the April meeting in really good style, and was a really good novice last year. Finished behind some decent mares with the likes of Happy Diva, who's a good mare for Kerry Lee. Now, this horse was beaten on its seasonal reappearance by an in-form horse from Neil King's called Marion Star at Kempton last time out, but probably needed the run that day. And Midnight Target, if you look for its form, always normally finishes in the top 3, always makes a frame. And I just thought 13-to-2 tomorrow was a massive player in this race and could go really well. So that's going to be my selection there. We then go to the 230, and I like a horse here called Kerrow, 8-to-1 bookmakers currently, trained by Alan King in the colours of Trevor Hennings. His stable jockey, Wayne Hutchinson's booked for the ride tomorrow. Now this horse was going to be